डीडी कशिर, एहसास कश्मीर।
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
Our chief guest, Honorable Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Dr. L. Murugan, is now inside the auditorium. Just a few seconds ago, Dr. L. Murugan has inaugurated this auditorium. And there's a distinct feel of joy and mirth all across the station of All India Radio Srinagar at the inauguration of this auditorium. Thank you so much. A very good morning and a very warm welcome. We're quite elated this morning to have with us the Honorable Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Dr. L. Murugan. We're also happy to have with us Shri M.S. Ansari, Additional Director General, All India Radio and Doordarshan North Zone. We're quite happy to have with us Shri Aditya Chaturvedi, Deputy Director General Projects, and the rest, of course, are the gracious hosts. Sir, the inauguration of this auditorium this morning turns a new chapter in the history of All India Radio, Srinagar in particular. All India Radio Srinagar has always been dedicated to the cause of cultural enrichment, and we sincerely hope that the inauguration of this auditorium marks a rebirth and enables the station to rededicate itself to the cause of cultural enrichment across J&K with a lot more love and a lot more sincerity, a lot more dedication in the times to come, beginning with this function. Everything within the auditorium, the look, the feel, the panels, the color, the flavor, and more importantly, the presence of one and all signals a rebirth, a new chapter, and we all pray that it marks an auspicious rebirth for the station itself. May I now request Shri M.S. Ansari, Additional Director General, All India Radio and Doordarshan, North Zone, to make the formal welcome address. Shri M.S. Ansari.
Good morning, everyone. I welcome Dr. Al Murugan, Minister of State, Ministry of I&B, Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairies. Despite his busy schedule, Sir has agreed to spare time to inaugurate this function. Thank you so much for inaugurating this renovated auditorium. Sir, this auditorium was badly damaged due to intense flood. In fact, just to tell you that complete floor of this auditorium, studios of AIR and Doordarshan were badly flooded, and this is all a rebirth of AIR Srinagar and Doordarshan. Despite all these difficulties, our transmission did not stop during this flood, and we shifted to nearby place Shankarachar Hill, and transmission continued with interim setup. This auditorium is fully furnished with the digital technologies in both audio and video. I am sure with the inauguration of this auditorium, AIR and Doordarshan will use this auditorium immensely and will help enhance the culture of Jammu and Kashmir. I once again welcome Dr. Al Murugan for his presence during this inauguration of this function. Thank you so much.
Sir, thank you very much indeed. So we now, in your honor, present a few musical segments, musical items, and the performer happens to be an A-grade artist of All India Radio. He has performed across India, at so many places across India, at different festivals in the country. His name is Bashir Ahmed Telbari, and he's being accompanied on Rabab and Sarangi and harmonium, of course, and Gada, which of course in the South India is the Ghadam. And the first song that he plays in your honor happens to be the lyric of a famous poet, in fact the famous poet of Kashmir, called Mahjoor. He's called Shair-e-Kashmir Mahjoor, the poet of Kashmir. And the lyrics, the couplets comprising this song are actually a request, an entreaty, a plaint by a lover for his beloved that please stay back for some more time, and we dedicate these lyrics to your kind presence. So thank you so much.
Now
जाने दिलबर जाने दिलबर जाने अफसोसाने दिलबर जाने दिलबर जाने दिलबर जाने दिलबर जाने अफसोसाने
Az rozane dil barmyane, bozun undabane dil barmyane, a plaint, a request by his lover to his beloved to stay back for some more time. Lyrics of the famous Kashmiri poet Shairi Kashmir Mahjoor, the same Mahjoor who once, at the peak of his poetic career, requested the people to stay as one and shun all differences. So Kashmir has had a great culture. It has a great culture, of course, which is called the syncretic culture, the Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb, as we say it in India. And the culture finds its parallels in the spiritual landscape of Kashmir as well. And that's why the Shaivite and the Sufi strains of this culture have flourished and thrived side by side with each other. A famous poet of Kashmir, Prakash Ram, who is a Sufi poet, he says in one of his refrains, Hai ves mushtaq kas gum, thas gum pit me pyare. Now this song basically is a reference to the inner calling of the Sufi. And the strains that basically embellish this particular song are very unique to the Sufi experience itself. To be performed yet again by Bashir Ahmed Elbali and his party. And before we move any further, I would like to introduce you to the instruments. This is the Rabab, which is of course a variant of the Sarod. Then we have the Sarangi, which is a variant of the Indian Sarangi, and that Gara, a variant of Ghatam, or you could say a parallel of Ghatam here in Kashmir. Thank you so much, and we proceed with this song. Thank you. I could see our honorable guest tapping his fingers to the beat, and that speaks volumes about the performance level and the performance standard of our artist. I believe we have been able to live up to your expectations, sir. May I now request our chief guest, Honorable Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Dr. L. Murugan, to bless us with his kind words. Dr. L. Murugan.
Namaskar to you all. Vanakkam, Adab Kashmir. Sri M.S. Ansari ADG, Sri Aditya Sadurvedi, Sri Nellai Nayagam, Sri Ravichandran, Sri Muhammad Abbas, and all senior officers, staffs of All India Radio Srinagar, and also from Doordarshan Srinagar PIB outreach staffs at Srinagar, all dignitaries present here, and my best friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a happy moment for me to be present here in All India Radio Srinagar campus. I congratulate all of you.
पेश है हिक्स हॉट वाटर बॉटल। इसकी गर्माहट दे नेचुरली आराम। सो लेट्स प्ले हिक्स हॉट वाटर बॉटल।
From All India Radio and Doordarshan for this wonderful renovated auditorium you have today. I'm told that this auditorium was severely damaged in 2014 flood. But today once again this beautiful facilities is available for you. I commend the hard work of those who worked hard to make this possible. I also commend the leadership of Prasar Bharati, All India Radio and Doordarshan. The story of auditorium demonstration the spirit of Kashmiri, the spirit of All India Radio, Doordarshan and the spirit of India. That came what may we will overcome all our difficulties and stand up again. Proudly, I commend the grit and determination of my staff posted here. You are the backbone of these government facilities. We are really proud of you. AR Srinagar has been playing very important role since last several decades. On one hand, it has acted to provide quality broadcast services to the people of Kashmir. Considering the diverse nature of languages being spoken here, regular programs in these languages like Kashmiri, Gujri, etc. are also broadcasted. This rich culture of Kashmiri, its language, art and tradition have been given a widest possible canvas by our Doordarshan and All India Radio at Srinagar. All India Radio Srinagar played a pivotal role in connecting the people of Kashmir is noteworthy. During the floods of 2014, during the Corona time and in many other such occasions and such situations, All India Radio Srinagar has stood tall and delivered. Being in the border area like Kashmir, it also has to continuously stay alert and counter the false propaganda and projection by our neighboring adverse countries and save our youth from falling victim of those false propaganda. But nowadays, it has changed under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji. We have a capable and decisive government in central. We have dynamic Home Minister Sri Amit Shah ji, the abolition of Article 370 was a major step in allowing the people of Kashmir to breathe again freely. Friends, since last 2 days, I have been moving through various districts of Kashmir Valley. I went to Pulwama and I saw there is a young woman entrepreneur, Miss Hina Parai, starting a fishery-related self-employment, set up technicians from Bengal, helping her to run it smoothly. The young girls are iconic to many. They are the future of Kashmir. I went Sofian district and I stayed there. I traveled at different villages. The youths are aspiration and want a good life and peaceful life here. Just like their friends in other parts of India, I went to Kogarnag in Anantnag district. I could sense the aspiration in the eyes of the people. The people are happy that they need and the work is going, the roads are really being constructed now. Works are actually being done. Villages are actually being connected by roads, electricity reaching for the hamlets. And water is being taken to every household through the Jal Jeevan mission. I interacted with the youngsters, women, youth, as well as elders, Kashmiris. All they want is development. This valley should be the development. They need the development. And they want, it's a bright future. All they want is peace and better land order situation and brotherhood. And my friends, our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji's Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Viswas and Sabka Prayas is sign and inclusion of leadership. His inclusive and good government has once again taken Kashmir to the path of development. Our capable Lieutenant Governor, His Excellency Manoj Sinha ji is making their vision realize on ground. And this is possible only with the help of common Kashmir man and brothers and sisters. The youth of Kashmir who wanted a change for development, a change for good life, a change for peace, a change for to effective Panchayat Raj system and institutions, a change for good roads, electricity and water, a change for development Kashmir, to establish Kashmir as a crown of India, Bharat. Friends, in all these efforts, the role of all institutions under information and broadcasting is very important. Our All India Radio, Kashmiri, and our FM channels, our Doordarshan and DD Kashmir, our PIB and our outreach department and community radios also. All these have been playing and will continue to play important role in this region. Today, in this newly renovated auditorium, I once again congratulate all of you for this wonderful facility. Make good use of its organized good programs, organized good shows, lectures from leading lights, thinkers, achievers, youth and entrepreneurs, broadcast and relay their success stories, telecast the positive and inspirational stories of youth India and youth Kashmir. Together we will strive to achieve the Ek Bharat and Seshtra Bharat. Thank you once again, you all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.
Change is the essence of life. Change is what we are witnessing. That is the crux of Honorable Minister's inspiring words. And may I finally request Sri Aditya Chaturvedi, Deputy Director General, Projects, to propose a formal vote of thanks. Sri Aditya Chaturvedi.
Honorable Union Minister Dr. L. Murugan sir, respected Additional Director General Prasar Bharati M.S. Ansari sir, respected Deputy Director General All India Radio Srinagar Nilay ji, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all. It is my proud privilege to propose vote of thanks on this special occasion of inauguration of Prasar Bharati Auditorium at Srinagar. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our Honorable Minister Dr. L. Murugan sir, who has honored this occasion by his gracious presence and inspirational words. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, as you are aware, in 2014, this Kashmir region was suffered devastating floods. But Ministry of Information and Broadcasting came forward and sanctioned special projects for renovation of these premises, for renovation of our studio or technical facilities, and rebuilding of this auditorium. So I extend my sincere thanks in your gracious presence to Ministry of Information and Broadcasting for all their efforts. I express my sincere thanks to our Additional Director General M.S. Ansari sir, who always inspires us for delivering the desired outcomes. And at the last, I thank all the august audience present here. I thank my colleagues from All India Radio and Doordarshan Srinagar, and Additional Director General Office North Zone, Civil Construction All India Radio, who work untiringly to make the organization proud. Thank you very much, sir.
So thank you very much indeed. And this morning, let's first of all again thank the Honourable Minister for sparing time from his very busy schedule and gracing the occasion. And let's pledge this morning, as we are about to conclude the function, to move from here to eternity. So thank you very much indeed. Thanks a lot. Thank you.